Hi y'all, I'm Tara with Progress Texas.
Hey, morning, this is Sam.
Hi, and we are here at the Carver Library in Austin, Texas, which is a polling location for today's election day. Sam, it's election day.
It's 2019, it's election day. We got to get out here and make sure we're flexing those voting muscles.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I know you've talked a lot about building that habit of voting.
Yeah, at this point, we're coming out here because we know we have to go vote, right? And we know that there's a lot of good things up and down the ballot. No candidates for the most part around Texas, but there's a lot of issues that we should be covering today and be voting for.
Absolutely, and you've been kind of studying these, especially these 10 state propositions that everybody's got on their ballot no matter what. Tell us a little bit about them, and I want to go through each one. On Prop 1, we'll go through all 10. This is about judges. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
That's right. So every odd number year, we're going to see constitutional amendments. So that means the year that we don't see a governor on the ballot, but usually the year that we see a president up, sometimes we'll have some of these state props. And so what we're recommending at Progress Texas is a no for Prop 1. Because we need a fair court system. This is just saying like, hey, Tara, if you represent this county, I would love it if you would also represent this other county. And we need to make sure that the people who are looking over our court system live and know our neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, they should be part of the community.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so moving on. Prop 2. This is about water, which is pretty basic, it kind of sounds like.
Yes, super basic, right? Every single person in Texas should have access to water. Yet what we've seen not only after Harvey, but still in a lot of rural areas in Texas, folks don't have access to the clean water that they need, whether that's clean water or treatment plants. So this bond would allow for us to make sure that Texans have access to clean water.
Just to drink.
To
shower, to cook. Yeah,
yes.
whatever they
Daily
need.
needs.
All right. Prop 3, and this is the first of, I think, 2 that go over natural disaster related helping things for Texans. So what is Prop 3 looking at?
Prop 3 is going to be making sure that we have some property tax relief for folks who have just experienced natural disasters. So we think about Harvey, we know that there was a lot of areas throughout Harvey where homes were damaged. This is making sure people have relief when they need it.
Absolutely, which is so needed, especially here in Texas. And I'm glad that we're looking at things that, especially post-Harvey, will really help some Texans. Prop 4. We've talked a lot about this one, and I think we've heard a lot about this one. What's going on here?
I think with Prop 4, it's important, don't be fooled, right? What's happening with this prop is that we currently don't have a tax income here in Texas. We have a 2-tax system. By eliminating the possibility of ever having an income tax, we're putting ourselves at risk by increasing all these other taxes. And really, this isn't what we need right now, right? We're really getting rid of something we could need in the future.
And the language is really tricky on the ballot.
Absolutely.
So we're really recommending a no vote on Prop 4.
Prop 4, vote no.
Awesome. And Prop 5, I think this is one that a lot of folks can get behind. This is about our state parks.
Yes, this is about our state parks. We love our state parks here in Texas. We have so many. And right now, there is a tax that is supposed to go to our park system. Voting yes on Prop 5 would make sure that the money goes where it needs to go.
That sounds great.
Upkeeping our parks and trees and everything needed on those trails.
Yeah, I'm for that. Prop 6. So this
We're really rolling through them, Tara.
We really are. We're getting you quick here. So Prop 6. Now, this one is a little bit interesting because reading it, this is about funding cancer research.
Yeah.
And, we're all for that.
Absolutely.
But what is our recommendation
here? And
here?
Texas should continue to be the #1 state when it comes to cancer research, the leading state, right? What we're seeing with this proposition is that we still have several more years of funding in this agency. We're putting this up to a vote for this agency to get more money. And why we're voting no and recommending a no on Prop 6 is because this agency has had a lot of corruption within it. It's hard to follow the money and know where the money is going. And so we really think this is a matter that needs to go back to the legislature. There needs to be some clear oversight. And our elected officials need to do what we elected them to do and make sure that our taxpayer money is going to good resources.
Absolutely. So we're looking for that oversight here, and that's why we're a no.
That's right.
Absolutely. 7, Prop 7, we're rolling through these again.
Yeah, we really are.
So this is about education funding, and we rated this as a toss-up. And I'm putting this because we have a little, hand emoji next to it.
Yeah, it's really a toss-up. One of the things is that it would increase the way we're funding education. There's some concerns that if we put more money in one bucket, we'll have less money in another bucket. It's really, analysts are all over the place, so we really encourage y'all to take a look at this proposition and see what's needed in your community.
Absolutely. All right. We're getting through these.
We really are. Thank you.
Prop 8.
I gotta go vote soon.
This is another Harvey natural disaster related one. What's going on with Prop 8?
Prop 8, I think, is it's a wonderful solution that came out of this legislative session. I think we need to see more things being done when it comes to disaster relief. But so what Prop 8 does is that it would create a flood plan. So the state and the counties would have a plan in place for whenever we see flooding happening in certain neighborhoods. How do we relieve that drainage, right? So it doesn't get too bad. But this is not only for folks in Houston or who experienced disaster in the Gulf Coast. It would also impact neighborhoods in Central Texas who've experienced those 100-year floods.
Absolutely, and we've seen those floods from 2015 to like even just recently. You know, we do need this relief.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In Texas, we've seen flooding happen all over. Our infrastructure isn't where it needs to be, and Prop 8 would allow for resources and just a coordinated plan to relieve that drainage when it happens.
Absolutely. All right,
Vote
rolling
yes.
through. Vote yes, Prop 8. Prop 9. This one is another kind of wonky one. It's about our tax system. So what's going on there?
So our state wants to allow that metal depositories get a tax break. Folks say that it would make our state more competitive, but look, at the end of the day, what we're having a big issue with our taxes here in Texas. It's uneven. When you look at your property taxes, there were some talks about increasing the sales tax, but look, companies and corporate commercial properties, industrial properties need to pay their fair share in taxes.
Absolutely.
We're going to see some relief if we make sure that they're paying their share due.
Absolutely. And our last state prop here, Prop 10. We got all 10. What is 10 about?
10 is like a common sense yes. It's making sure that law enforcement animals like canines are able to be adopted by their handler or someone who's experienced in animal enforcement work.
Who has a relationship with this dog.
And when this dog retires, that he goes into a happy home.
That's beautiful.
Common sense, yes.
Wow. So we're getting ready to go and cast our ballots. If you need any refreshers, if you got to this video and you're like, wow, I don't remember what's what, we have our full voter guide on our website on progresstexas.org, and it's pinned here on our Facebook as well. Sam, what are your last minute, why people should vote?
You need to come out here and vote. It's 2019. We're getting ready for a big year in 2020. We're almost a year away, if not less, from the 2020 elections. It's time to come out here and vote. Practice those voting muscles. There's some good stuff that you get to impact.
Absolutely. We need every Texan to be a 2019 voter, so make a plan now, cast your ballot, and let's get ready for a more progressive Texas.
See you at the polls.